Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of The Qualified. I'm Jedi Johnson 22, joined as always by the great Dom Tober, the always steady Styxboy 73, bad to the bone Brucifer, and the architect joesduelin. What's going on, fellas?
Hey,
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
It seems like I was missed the damn whole week. I haven't seen
The
you guys.
whole week.
I know.
The week flew by pretty fast this week.
It has.
It did go by fast, didn't it?
Yeah,
I'm glad
it
for
did.
it.
It's a busy week, but it was fast.
Yeah, I'm dragging ass today. I was cutting up a
Not many interesting
tree that
tales
fell.
from your
So
week.
just working a chainsaw and stacking wood. That was the extent of my week.
Well, I stack wood every week, so.
Oh dear Lord.
I thought you laid pipe.
I thought it was
Yes, I laid thick pipe across the tri-state area.
tick pipe.
Ah, check your DM, Dom. Check your DM.
Check the
My old ass went to the doctor. I had to go to the orthopedic specialist after pulling my hamstring because when you get to be my age, pulling a hamstring is a pretty severe injury.
It
I
is.
guess.
Nobody likes pulling a hammy.
No.
So talked to the doctor. He's like, "Yeah, just it'll heal. Just let it go and let pain be your guide." I was like, "Okay."
Good old-
Let
you go
pain
to
be
a
your
witch doctor?
guide. I don't know. That's what I tell them. That's what I'm going to start telling my kids. I'm going to be like, just let pain be your guide.
You know what the funny thing is? The funny thing is that when you grow up, and the people that you grew up with were in their 50s when you were a kid, and they used to tell you, when you get to my age, this is going to happen, that's going to happen. You're like, nah. Let me tell you something. Everything's falling apart on me. Fucking 50 years old, 53 years old. They were damn right about that. I have to say that. Everything fucking falling apart.
Yeah, I'm a 50-year-old in a 60-year-old body with a 12-year-old mind. That's where I'm kind of stuck with.
A horny 12-year-old mind.
All right, who do we got in the chat?
Styx looks awesome for 95. That's I don't know how you do it.
All clean living.
Clean living and no alcohol.
Yo, vegan diet, man. Vegan diet. Doesn't smoke, doesn't drink.
No
There you go.
pork. I don't know how you do it. All right, let's say hello. Who we got? GT coming in on top as is the usual. What's going on, GT? Thanks for popping in. Tommy Longbox. I knew it. I knew it was a copy and paste. Copy and paste usual greeting. Wishing you fellows a great show. Thanks, Tommy. Ed LeBeau. Hello, fellow Bluebeards. Hey, Ed. Hope you're feeling better than we were this week.
Yeah.
Let them eat cake, Terry says. Oh, hell yeah. Let them eat cake.
Beefcake?
I'm not allowed to eat cake.
I gave up cake for Lent, so I can't eat cake, man.
Oh, yeah.
I thought you had cake.
That's a different story. I can other cake.
I don't know. Every time I go to the doctors, they seem to tell me there's one thing I shouldn't eat that I really like eating. So it's like every time I go, it's something new that I'm not allowed to eat anymore. So.
When I go to the doctors and step on their scale, they just look at me like, really?
Yeah. Do you go jackpot?
I love when they tell me, do you smoke? Do you drink? And I tell them, don't smoke.
Kim Nguyen, happy face back at you, Kim. Hope you're having a great evening. Mama Bear. What's going on, Mama Bear? Say hello, Mama Bear. Rooster. Say hello.
Hello.
Cosmic One. I thought this was Comic Tom show. Well, we get that a lot. Well, stick around anyway.
I think I have T-shirts older than Comic Tom.
I can promise you, Tom.
I know I do.
Tom, I can't even say it.
I think
Probably won't be here.
Styx could pass with Comic Tom. He just needs glasses.
You know what? You're right. Cragden X, happy Friday, everybody. Kim, thank God it is Friday. Double O checking in on us. He must have got the babysitting duties this afternoon or this evening. Ed is back at us. Retrail, what's up? Retrail, what's up, everybody?
Yeah.
Nope, wrong show.
Nope, wrong show. That's Lopez. If you want to learn how to
No.
distill water.
No science experiments here, unfortunately. Not tonight. Mama Bear, I don't remember Jimmy Cricket singing "Let Your Pain Be Your Guide." I don't either. Believe that here. My orthopedic went to, I don't know how many years you got to go to college just to tell somebody let pain be your guide.
Styx was there when that song was written, so
I think a lot of those doctors have just kind of given up at this point.
The Dom show has started. He is
Indeed
the
it has.
Dom show.
Indeed it has.
AOA here doing his thing behind the scenes.
Thank you, as
Getting out
always,
the
AOA.
IG info.
Have a news story tonight just for AOA.
John Horchler, if I said that right. This
welcome
is a
to the
new
show,
one.
buddy.
Yeah, welcome, man.
Welcome.
Hang out, have a beer, stick around.
That's it.
I know we've seen you on TAC.
Oh, I think he said the
Over
old
here.
show ended on him. Yeah. You probably
Yep,
popped
yeah,
over
you're-
from the hot.
you're
Got
rolling
carried
over
over.
to us.
Got carried over to us.
Yeah.
Still got some
around.
familiar faces here.
All right, what do we got? Double O's talkative tonight. Let's see. That was the hot 10. This is okay. Thanks, Double O. All right, that's all we got. AOA still doing this thing. Appreciate it, AOA.
All right, we ready to do it, Bruce?
Ready to make the donuts? Welcome to another edition of Outside Looking In, the CBSI books that did not make the list because they weren't good enough.
Just like us. That's why we do it on this show. They're
Yeah,
just
pretty
not
much.
quite good enough. That's us. Not quite there yet. We're
Not,
working on
not
it.
there. We're almost there. A little push will be there. First up, we got Secret Wars #2. Price went from $10 to 18, between 18 and 25. Volume isn't that high yet. This is what, Emperor Doom spec, I guess, or God Doom, some Doom.
I guess we're just gonna keep getting these. Every time we get some little leak here or there from something from Deadpool or whatever, we're gonna see all this stuff keep moving. That's not. I mean, it's a sizable jump on a book that was
Going on, Tyson.
$10,
You want to
but-
beat the all the people to their game? Get every Secret Wars book, the original, the new one, everything, all the specs, because if they do
Well, you
Secret
should
Wars,
have it already about this time.
I'm just saying,
It's been
but-
spec for years already.
But
Come on.
people just start buying things now when they see it. That's when they start buying the stuff. That's the
Yeah,
wrong time.
sure.
I don't have this. This cover is complete chaos, and I love it. There is a lot going on in this cover.
I got a few copies laying
Yeah.
around.
I could
got
spend
them.
a few 5 minutes just trying to figure out what's happening.
We got all the Asgardians there.
A lot of hammers in that picture. Throwing the hammer down.
100%.
You got
Bring it
Frog there, and
Oh,
Beta Ray Bill, and all kinds of good stuff. Yeah, all those covers are fun, but like I said, we're gonna keep seeing these things pop here and there.
yeah. I don't understand why it's popping. I didn't see anything new from Fantastic Four or any rumors or anything.
BK is Marco's #1 fan. I think
Yeah.
you just leave out the word. Just leave out the word number and just say BK is Marco's one fan.
One fan.
That's it.
Moving on from this, we got Wolverine 41, the second printing, 1 in 25, selling between 55 and 80. There were a couple of sales. Marvel's at it again with their 1 in 25 second prints. Let's go. Who's picking this up?
It's Capullo. People like Capullo, and it's not like Capullo's doing a ridiculous amount of covers. So
No.
if you like Wolvie, if you like Capullo, you like a black and white cover with Capullo, black and white. Well, and you get a little bit of the red there.
I don't know.
on
He
the flaws,
kind
which
of
is
looks
nice.
like the Hunchback of Notre Dame in this freaking cover, all hunched
Well, he's just
over.
leaning over. He's like
Wow.
crouching down.
Yes, master. Yes, master. Igor.
I like this. I like
Igor.
this cover. I mean, it's black and white with a spot of red. I get it. I like it. Blood. This is Wolverine, right? He's not much. He's not a handsome man. And,
True. Very
yeah.
true.
yeah, I
He's
like
no-
this cover.
He's no
I
Cyclops.
like black and white covers too. So
He's
And,
no
people are liking the Sabretooth War. They're liking the series a lot.
Yeah.
Like I said, it has a lot of things going for it. I don't know if it'll hold those values, but It's popping right now.
No.
Yeah, you know, and I'm going to say it again. Thank God I do not collect Wolverine covers because there's just so many Wolverine covers, man.
Oh, there are.
We're all thankful, Dom.
I'm all thankful. Exactly, man.
I'll be happy if you just read one comic a week.
I'll be happy too.
But it's up there in price, but it hasn't popped like some second print 1 in 25s that are hit like over 100 like in the first week or whatever.
But I don't know. I mean, to me, if you're hitting double ratio or higher, that's nice, and that's a decent place to be post release. Pre-sale things are always weird, but you know, once it's actually out there, if it's at least double ratio, you consider that a success. It normally settles down a bit, but
yeah, they usually settle down somewhere between ratio and that double, like right in the middle somewhere.
I don't understand why Dom doesn't read more comics. Dom, you already told us that your favorite stall at your work does not have Wi-Fi reception. So what are you doing in there? Read a comic while you're sitting in there.
Yeah, I know. I'm just lazy. I
There it is.
Lazy? You're not too lazy to send 25,000 reels per day.
because it's right there in front of me.
I'm going to
It's
send you
only made for me.
some
If I have
Jughead
to-
digests. They're nice
I
and
have to
small.
do
They
it.
kind of fit in the back
It's a lot of
pocket.
work.
Gals and gals.
Like reading a comic takes a lot of energy out of me. I have to go through the pages
What?
and read the damn thing. So it's a
What? Somebody get audiobooks for Dom so he can listen to comics because he hates reading. The word is hard.
no. It's just I tell you, I've been,
Birds.
since I wasn't in the comic stores for like 5 months to buy books. I kind of like I know I can read them on the computers. I just
I have problems. I have problems reading them on screen and stuff like that. I don't like it. I like the physical media in my hands.
you know. But I tell you one thing: these books right here, they will continue to come out because people do buy them.
Yeah, as long as people keep buying these second prints, and I mean, if you're a Void Rivals fan, 5th, 6th prints
Exactly.
and whatnot, then
What?
they're
Image
going to
doesn't
keep
do
selling them.
multiple prints? What? Moving on.
Phew.
We got Ultimate Universe #1, the 1 in 100. It was one sale for $169, but 2 weeks ago, this book was selling $70 per copy.
Really?
Now it's $169.
It's a pretty cool book.
I mean, Ultimate Universe itself got a little bump.
Yep.
You know, a week or two ago.
You know, Thor
And
looks
then
badass.
people start chasing for the ratios if they're out there, and all it takes is one person to make a.
Who's the artist on this? I can't read. Man, that's tiny.
I'm not sure who the
Kind of
artist
forgot
is on
who
this.
the artist is.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean it's
Cassell?
a 1 in 100.
Cassell? Caselli?
Oh, cassette.
Caselli?
I don't know.
I have no idea. It looks. I mean, I like its virgin too. So 1 in 100 virgin kind of goes hand in hand nowadays. Yeah, it's a good cover. 100.
Yeah, look-
I mean,
Yep.
so what's in the guts of this thing again?
No, it's the Hickman Ultimate Universe.
Yeah.
So all the Ultimate stuff
Yeah,
is
It's a number
is
one.
hot.
Okay.
Is hot
All
right now with Ultimate Spider-Man, Ultimate Black Panther, and then Ultimate X-Men coming. So
That's true.
I mean, like I said, the regular Ultimate Universe #1 popped a bit, and you know, people go chase a ratio.
Yep.
Not surprising. It's a nice cover.
Too many
if you look
questions.
for
Don't ask what Dom does. Don't ask.
it.
Don't ask me about my business. Don't ask me about my business.
Next up,
Oh, gosh.
we got Thundercats #1, the Comics Pro foil, selling between $40 to $50. A few sales. This was given out free at the Comic Pro in Philadelphia, I believe.
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh.
I mean, these things always do well when there's something that's given out at a symposium or convention or
not
something
for
like that
anything.
as a free.
I will admit, I'm not a Liefeld fan, but this cover's not bad looking. It really is not. If you really think about it, the faces look really good. You know, Lionel with the hair because he has the hair, but
They have a dead look in their eyes.
I know,
like they have
but
no soul.
it's still a nice cover. It's still not a bad cover.
Ch-
If you really think about it.
Chitara giving her best O face.
Yeah. You know, Chitara looks like she wants to get it. You know, she shows the back, you know. And,
Whoa. It's a family friendly show here. Family friendly, buddy.
You done yet?
No, but it actually is not a bad cover, you know, and it was given out free. So that means down the road it might be worth something.
I mean, was it limited? I mean, you're handing these things out with every ticket buyer. It can't be that.
No, I
simple.
believe it was.
They have to be somewhat limited, right?
I'm sure they probably were limited in some way. With
You
what
have to
they
be
brought
like a
with them,
special, like invited to.
a panel or something, maybe.
Yeah. But yeah, these I agree that if you actually now the one character, I don't know anything about Thundercats. So the one character with the sword, who's that? He looks pretty
That's
cool.
Lino.
I like that.
Lino.
But the other three, if you really focus on their eyes, they look pretty much the same. So I kind of agree. Liefeld, yeah, to use Bruce's first term, they're all dead eyes or what. They certainly are the same. They're very similar. Every one of the faces, different colors, obviously, but very similar.
Reed Tyson's thing, cats have no soul.
I know there are Liefeld fans, just like there are CM Punk fans. I know Liefeld will finish his story, guys. At some point, he will finish his story.
Oh.
Ah.
And he didn't draw feet, which was smart. Good move on his part.
Good job, Rob.
That's a good job. There you go.
All right, next up, we have Ultimate Spider-Man #2 Comics Pro sold for $250. One sale. What the hell?
I actually
What
like
the
that
hell's
book.
going on here?
I like the
Again,
Green Goblin, the white,
a comic.
it's black and white with the green. I like it.
Yeah, again, it's another Comics Pro exclusive. So
Yeah, and I think on current asking on eBay is between $250 and $350. So this might jump up some more or just die in eBay.
People love the series, though. I mean, they
do they really?
I don't know. I mean, I've been reading it. It's good. It's not earth shattering.
No.
I mean,
I take back everything I said, BK. Take it all back. No, I like this cover. Again, black and white covers. I like them, and you got the color splash of the Green Goblin,
I mean, this is
a cool
just
cover. I
the,
don't know how limited it is, right? It's got to be. Again, I keep asking the same question: how limited are these?
But
I'm not sure with the Comics Pro ones. How
was this a
limited they
surprise
were.
coming out? This book that you didn't know that was coming out?
Well, I mean, it's basically the A cover, isn't it? Just black and white with.
But did we know that this variant was coming out?
Well,
it don't matter.
Well, it's a Comics Pro. Unlike the other one, which was giving away, I believe this was a Comics Pro exclusive.
Okay.
So who knows how many of these are printed?
Yeah, I'm not a big con exclusive fan, but there's always a few that will catch a bit of fire. And with this book as hot as it is, with Ultimate Spider-Man, I'm not surprised that this picks up some steam.
This book, I think, down the road will be a hard one to pick up. Down the road, I don't think it's going to drop. If you could find it for cheaper, if you get lucky. But I would like. I wouldn't mind having
it'll settle. It'll settle down once. I mean, first to market is always going to be pricey.
Mm-hmm.
People are trying to get it to say I have it, but
this was a Comics Pro exclusive. It was from an event, I guess, right? From
Comics Pro.
Yeah. So that's why those books are definitely nicer to have. Those types of books, because you don't know how many you put out, and down the road, the scarcity of some of these books.
Well, you treat these like you treat any other con exclusives.
Yeah.
You wait 6 months, see where it's at, and when it's dropped 50 or 50%, grab it if you want it that bad. But never buy a con exclusive unless you're paying con exclusive prices, $20 or $30 for these books. Don't go on eBay and pay $250. Wait a few months. It'll drop.
But what's funny?
That's why you got one sale. We'll see.
A lot of them sell out right away. So who knows? It's how does this book
do they really sell out right away, or all the whatnot people just buy them up and put them on whatnot?
Yeah.
At these cons, come on.
Yeah.
Like I said,
you're right.
You give it a week or so, see what hits the market, see what hits the secondary market, and that's the way you can gauge kind of the scarcity of these things.
And Terry Floyd is right. So we know that the minimum print run is $3,000 for Marvel and their trade dress comics. So, Thank you for tuning in for Outside Looking In. You can head over to CBSI.com and check out Pete's full write-up on these books and the Hot 10 every week. Thank you.
Awesome. Well, gentlemen, before we do pickups, today's pinup is Ben-Hur Baz, who was a great pinup artist of the 1920s, 30s, and 40s.
I love that movie.
Did a lot of great cigarette ads. Did a lot of advertisement work with his
Like
pinups,
Gladiator movie zebras.
yeah.
Whisper, you got a stool like that in your apartment, don't you? In your house?
Oh no,
with a saddle or without the saddle?
Well, there's a there's a place by me, Texas Steakhouse, Steakhouse or whatever.
Roadhouse.
Roadhouse, Texas Roadhouse. And every time there's somebody's birthday, they bring out the stool with the saddle, and you got to sit on it and wave a bandana around, and people cheer.
You don't have to do those things on your birthday. It's not mandatory.
Don't be a party pooper, Joe.
But check out Ben-Hur Baz. He's not an extremely heavily known pinup artist of the 30s and 40s, but he has some beautiful work out there. So go check it out. Let's do some pickups.
All right. I'm in the pole position, it looks like.
Yes, you are. Put you up on the big.
So, I am cutting back on my Mike Mayhew for a while. I think so. I'll show. Well, I think I do have one more order coming in from for him, but this will be probably the second to last Mike Mayhew. What's up? What I miss?
AOA gifted a membership on my channel to Mama Bear got it. Wow.
Oh, congratulations.
Okay.
So yeah. So I got this with the Darth Vader remark on the Boba Fett.
He does nice remarks on his books. I do like that.
I'm not sure why. I picked these. I haven't shown these. Yet. I probably had these a couple of months actually, but I've never shown them. It's the Daredevil sketch by Mayhew.
Oh, I like
that.
That's cool.
I like that a lot.
And to partner with that, he did an Elektra.
I like the Electric a lot.
Nice.
You are correct. She was not wearing a bra on that pinup.
This was I like anytime he puts a number 1 on there. I'm kind of a sucker. So this is the first time he's did his Mike Mayhew drip signature. So he put a number 1 by it. So I'm kind of a sucker for gadgets, or what do you call it? Gimmicks like that. So yeah. Grab that. Same with this Batman size Batman sneakers. Not sure if I showed that.
Oh yeah, I forgot Mayhew did that whole sneaker series.
Yeah, he did the sneakers. And then this is a number 1. This is a pretty big remark of Black Suit Spidey on his.
That's pretty cool.
So the Black Suit Spidey's the remark on top of the cover. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, because that's the Derjevic cover.
All right.
That's it. That's it for me this week.
That's cool.
All righty. Guess I'm here. I'll go through
AOA's happy.
Yeah.
I made him a Captain America emoji. He's spamming.
No, we can't. StreamYard won't let us show it though.
Yeah, you have to pull up
the
regular
window. Yeah. Welcome. Thanks for joining us.
All right. So some of these I showed on Bruce's show, but I didn't show on ours, so I will show a few of these. You got some Frizzen.
The eyes.
The eyes have windows to your soul. He imported some women.
And I'm working through my run, so I got some Mystery in Space.
That was cool.
So I love my Adam Strange. Got some Steranko.
Ooh.
Nice.
Some more Steranko. Some Tank Girl.
Tank Girl. Nice.
What's going on?
Some Art Adams.
Nice.
Some more Art Adams. Some more Art Adams. Got some old Silk. This is just a good Johnny and Silk cover. And some Miss Fury.
Nice.
That's what I got for this week.
AOA is churning them out over there.
Holy crap. All I have to do is put cap up?
I hope you're doing it on purpose and not having a stroke or something, everybody.
Nice. Terry Floyd got a membership. Zach's Movie Night got a membership.
Nice.
Von Vidal
You
got a
get
membership.
and you get a membership. You get a membership.
Wow.
No.
All right, who's up next with the pickups? Who wants to go?
I don't have anything, so you can pass me by.
What about you, Bruce? You got something?
Yeah, I'll go.
Bruce
So
always
I'll go
has a stack of something.
That's
So
weird.
let's see, is it 50%? What do we got for DC? So 50% more?
What?
What do you think?
Yeah, I'll say 60%.
All right.
16?
I had some Mama Bear gave me an idea
Not his wife.
of like pop avatars for everybody. And I was like, I went a little step further and created pops of everybody that's on my Kingdom of Nerds show. And well, it's pretty much Rennavision show also. Everybody's there. So here we go. Domtober, the pop.
Nice.
Woo!
Woohoo.
Oh, damn.
It's like Dom's living in a box. It's so
I know, right?
Don't worry, it's rent control.
Goddamn Kathleen
What's the back?
Kennedy.
What's the back?
Yeah.
Back of the box.
The back, it just has
Oh,
it's waiting
I
for
am
your
one.
autograph,
Thank you,
Dom.
Yeah.
that's cool.
then we have
To make the value double on it.
Red
Exactly.
5. He's not here, but it looks just like fucking Red.
That looks a lot like Red 5. I'm not
Yeah.
lying.
And you got the sandals.
That's a spin,
This
isn't it?
Typical
Sure.
I've
Florida.
been known to sell a
Flops.
joke or two, but that looks a lot like Red 5.
Florida apparel.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I was trying to get an alligator, but nothing.
I was going to say, you need to be wrestling on an alligator.
Then we have Styxboy
Woo!
with his laptop and his shoddy internet.
His non-functioning laptop.
Yep. Pretty much.
We really wanted to make. Because Bruce was talking about this in the chat when he was ordering these things. Really wanted to get Styx pixelated, but it just wasn't an option.
So all the pops came except for mine, which is ridiculous.
Yours is gonna be special.
Then we have I don't know how they did these boxes. It seems like Joe's is like set further back than everybody else's. Little
He was trying to get out of the box. He's like,
skillet and
oh, shit.
little flannel,
Got my bacon and eggs.
bacon and eggs in the skillet.
Yep. Showing off his survivalist skills there.
And then we have the creator, the originator, Jedi.
Nice.
Nice.
I love this one.
Holding a remote. I'm holding a remote control because Bruce asked me, he goes, it's either a remote control or a skateboard. And I'm like, well, it damn sure ain't a skateboard. That's cool.
Tyson, did you have to one up?
I need a
that's
beer
an air
drink for that.
freshener. All right, now to the good stuff. I won this in a Raz. I was supposed to show this up last week, but I forgot.
Make it so.
Werewolf by Night.
Nice,
Marvel
man.
Spotlight.
Nice.
Liberty.
Experience.
5.5.
Thanks, Richrell. I'll take that as a compliment.
And here
Hopefully it
is
was intended as one.
another win from last week. I won 4 books in 1 week, which was awesome.
Cosmic.
Xmen 92,
Makes it
number
right,
1.
though.
That's
Nice.
nice.
I think this is Campbell, Stan Lee edition, it says.
Actually, a nice book. I like that.
Yeah, it's a nice cover.
I like that Psylocke.
Never
Let's
go
see,
wrong with
looks sexy.
Psylocke.
Jeez.
And I picked up a few books on my own. I had to pick this up because I don't have a book signed by Nick Cardy. So I got this
Going on,
1959
Crimson.
Black Hawk 138 5.5 signed by Nick Cardy.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, he had a nice signature. Then I sold my 9, what did I have? A 9.2 of this book, and I upgraded it to a 9.6.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, very nice.
Ooh.
Everyone loves the white border.
Yep.
Good luck getting a 9.8.
I'm not cracking that.
The old barter system. I'll trade you this
It is.
Big Mac for your nice.
And this is probably one of my favorite Teen Titan covers. I have like 4 or 5 copies of this, but I couldn't pass up a 9.2 of Titans 25.
Oh, I do love that book.
I love this book. And a 9.2 with this cover. Oof.
It's got to be a hard cover to get
And-
a high grade in.
That was it.
Nice.
Tom, you got anything?
Yeah, I got things. I got a couple things.
I'll get you up there.
Well, first things first, I got this off of eBay for pretty cheap. It's Slave One Boba Fett, the Skywalker Saga top set that came out. It's the blueprint card. It's actually limited. It's numbered to 99. I think it's 50 out of 99. Yeah, or 58. I'm blind. There you go. You can't see it right there. That's 58. Oh, nice. Got that. I actually got this for cheap. I love getting Boba Fett covers graded for a pretty cheap price. I was going to get Bounty Hunters. I like the purple.
There you go. Some Death Sticks.
Death Sticks.
Death Sticks, yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Not the kind you smoke.
I know. Not the kind that it says Death Sticks and Obi-Wan. Go home and rethink your life. Let me see. So I actually got this from eBay too. You know, Target gets exclusives, and when Target gets exclusives, sometimes they're hard to get. And when they're hard to get, you can't get them. My order was canceled, and I was finally able to pick this
You
up.
should be a politician, Dom. That's all I'm going to say.
I was able to get the
There you
new Target exclusive Boba Fett vintage colors, which is actually pretty cool. I didn't have this
Well,
one.
that looks like.
It's the
How is
fully
that different than some of the others? That looks
no,
exactly
because
like
this is the vintage colors, but it's fully. It's like the vintage collection. It's not the 5 points articulation. It's the fully posable.
It's all the same to me.
A
Okay,
Target.
now you're just making shit up, Dom.
No, I'm not.
There he is. I think he is.
I'm not making anything up. It's a Target exclusive that's hard to get.
It's not the 5 points of our articulation. It's
Yeah.
Yeah,
the
5
old
points.
style.
I was able to get this.
I prefer a
This book-
6-point articulation myself.
Yeah, with the extendable middle finger that will give you the bird.
Yeah,
Yeah.
go figure. No. So I got this from eBay too. For $10, a 1 in 50 issue 5 of Water Bounty Hunters. $10.
Thanks.
You know,
I've got
Can't
so
pass
many
it,
War of the Bounty Hunter books.
I love
So
them, man.
many.
So many.
So
I think they're still making them, to be honest with you. There's just so
I think
many
they
out there.
So I finally got to the comic store after 5 months, and I did buy some books.
They did
And
not throw him a party, everybody. I
No,
know
they
you're
did throw me a
disappointed.
party,
We
which I was
all
kind
are
of
too.
upset with that. But it is what
Well,
it
you
is,
probably
man.
made their lives hell.
Nah, I don't make anybody's life hell. I'm all freaking goddamn ponies and rainbows, man. Come on.
Ponies and rainbows. What are you talking about? What are you, a freaking Skittle?
Hey. Say freaking ride the rainbow, baby.
It's Taste the Rainbow, you
Oh,
perv.
yeah, I should ride it.
Holy crap.
No, Dom rides it.
Yeah,
I
I
ride
can
it,
see
baby.
that.
I don't taste shit.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah, so I'm gonna get the
There you go.
104, 304 of GI Joe, black and white cover.
Nice.
Then I got Duke 3,
Duke.
and I got the really cool Baroness cover. I like this cover.
Everyone loves Baroness.
Then I got the Cobra Commander issue 2 with Buzzer.
Fun
Listen,
series.
You got the
There you go.
Dreadnoks roaming, looming around. So that means my boy Zartan is not far behind. I like this cover. Him coming out of the swamp.
I
Yeah,
have that
that
cover.
is
I
sharp.
like that cover.
And then you got a bunch of like second prints. You got Calabius on the cover of this one.
God damn you! They got you with those second
And
prints.
you got this one. Yeah, they were there. And then
But they're good covers. They put good covers on those
Yeah, they
second
were there.
prints of a lot of those.
I actually
They
like
were
this
there.
cover right here, the Cobra Commander cover. And that is it on my pickups. And
Can you come back to me? I forgot to show one thing.
Okay.
Sure. Is that everything done?
yeah, that's
Picture
everything. Here,
back on.
I got
Did you win another Raz in the 2 minutes that?
I have one more book
Yeah.
coming. It's a Daredevil 1 in 50, 9.8 somewhere. It's coming.
Averages one Raz every 1.5 days.
In honor of my biggest channel supporter, she's been there from the beginning, Mama Bear. I had a pop made of Mama Bear.
oh,
Yeah.
There
that's
you
so
go.
sweet. Nice.
I think
Oh,
I
there
would
it
send this to her as a thank you for all the support and patience with me growing this channel.
Awesome.
And if you haven't checked out her channel, she's an amazing artist. Mama Bear Art Doll on YouTube. Thank you.
The darling of our channel, right?
Yes. Definitely.
Yeah, she keeps us in line.
Alrighty, kids. Let's look at some comics.
Comics.
This week, good stuff. Good stuff. Savage Sword of Conan, new series out,
Did I do that?
magazine size.
Very nice.
I've heard some questionable things about the quality of the materials on the books, but the art is fantastic, and this Zafino cover is great as well. They're pulling out a lot of great artists, not only for the covers, but also a lot of the interior work as well is really good. So get it.
I think he knows he has all those arrows in his back.
Nah, he's bad. He's a bad motherfucker.
Badass. You don't know shit.
Up next, Fire and Ice, Tiger 1. I think I'd put this on the future-looking list a while back, but it's Dan Panosian, so it's out this week, and I will put it up again. It's a fantastic cover. Panosian's been knocking it out of the park with tons of stuff. This is one that might slide under the radar because not tons of people are buying Fire and Ice. It's a great cover. Go get it. And last but not least, Grim Fairy Tales 81. It's just a nice Lobos cover. Villalobos, with the older Zenoscope stuff that he did, he has a lot of these just kind of single character on white background covers. So if you're looking to collect a set of all these and all those covers he did for Zenoscope, this is definitely one to add to.
That's a hot cover. I like that. I like the skull face. I like the. It looks kind of like Day of the Deadish type of thing, but also at the same time, thing something different.
Yeah, it's more to
What's going on, Repair Tech Tony? Thanks for popping in.
It's one of the regular Zenoscope characters that's out, but it pops. It really pops on the white.
Yeah.
And coming up in the future, I had to throw some more Dan Panosian on there because I'm just gonna put up this shit all the time because it's that good. So there's a Suicide Squad Kill Arkham Asylum series that's coming out. This is issue 4 or 5, which comes out in May, I believe, beginning of May. So it's just a cool cover. Good old Captain Boomerang there.
Nice.
And the
monkeys.
And the monkeys are fantastic. You can't go wrong with flying monkeys with pitchforks. Number Number 2 on the list, after what feels like a long pause, Briar is back. And there's a nice Jenny Frison 1 in 10.
That was a long pause. Holy crap! I forgot about
It's a
this.
very long pause. I forgot about the book altogether.
What's up, Rogu?
But I do. It is a nice Jenny Frison cover, and it's nice. It's a nice ratio, and it's a nice Jenny cover. So pick it up.
Yeah, I'll have to look out
And
for that one.
last on the list, everyone loves Mark Brooks. Nice Spider Gwen, Ghost Spider number 2.
I like that.
Nice Mark
I
Brooks
don't know.
cover.
I don't know if I like the message this cover is sending. Seems like it's sending a kind of a bad
Boobies.
message.
Yeah.
Boobies.
No.
I don't know. Mark Brooks, I get tired of headshot stuff, or the corner box stuff. I kind of got tired of.
Yeah.
I like him going back to just doing some fun covers. And
He's a great artist. He's so
yeah.
limited with those corner box covers and those headshot covers.
The corner box
Oh,
ones
yeah.
are fun, but it's just like I was like, all right, I get it. Yeah, that's some nice art coming up with a handful of these. So that's what we got on tap there.
Oh shit!
Let's get into it, boys.
Oh jeez.
Naked Gun reboot. So the script is in the works from Seth MacFarlane. Liam Neeson is attached to play Frank Drebin. So we will get Liam Neeson in the Leslie Nielsen character. Can they pull off parody style movie anymore?
Is this just going to
Can I
be
say?
taken with jokes?
Maybe.
I don't now. Seth MacFarlane loves Liam Neeson. If you remember in Ted, you did get some Liam Neeson, which was hilarious and fantastic. Or sorry, was it Ted 2 that he did the cereal bit? Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, to get somebody to play kind of the straight guy in something like this could be fun. And I could see Seth MacFarlane doing a Seth MacFarlane style show. I mean, all of this, we can only hope. We can only hope.
Well,
He's
Can
free.
I be the voice?
He's a free man.
Can I be the downer voice on this one? I guess the pessimist. I guess.
Yeah.
Nothing against Liam Neeson, because I'm sure, like you said before, he can pull this off. He's an accomplished actor. He has a spectrum of emotions and personalities that he can draw from. My concern for this one is going to be the writing. I just don't know if you can do a movie like Naked Gun, or just like Mel Brooks and Monty Python movies. Can you do that type of humor anymore in today's society?
I would normally I would say no, but I think Seth MacFarlane, because everything is basically just one-liners and off, references and premises that he does in every show that he writes anyway. I think it sets it up well for this type of.
Yeah, Pete, look at what he does on the boundaries he pushes on Family Guy. That's on network television.
Yeah.
So.
We have a special guest. Special guest.
What's up?
What's up,
Hey, what's going
Just
on?
in time for the GNews.
I had an open invite, so I figured I'd crash your party.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
We're talking about the Naked Gun reboot and Neeson being put in that role.
And this has been in development for years. And I don't trust movies that's gone through different writers, different directors, and in production hell, because they're usually not that good when they release.
Kind of like the Star Wars movies of the Disney.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you'll go pay and see that, regardless if it's shit or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, you will.
I think this will do fine. I mean, like I said, Ted did fine. That style of humor, it's the same style of humor. I know Naked Gun's a little more parody than that, but still do fine. He did that Western movie as well. That was pretty much just a parody
Has
style.
he done
movie.
any comedy movies at all?
Yeah. Yeah, he did the movie with Charlize Theron, where it was the Western movie. Oh, you mean Seth MacFarlane or Liam Neeson?
Liam Neeson.
He did the A-Team.
No.
The A-Team was pretty fun.
Yeah.
It's not a comedy.
Was that a joke? Was that a joke, Dom?
He did Darkman. He did Darkman. I love the hell out of that.
Yeah.
That's a dark.
Give me the damn animal. The stuff that.
No,
I'm not hearing comedy from you guys. Not
I don't
at
know.
all.
I don't know a bit about any comedy. I mean, we'll see. He was in that Christmas movie that everybody loves for whatever reason.
But he doesn't
That
have to.
wasn't-
He doesn't have to be funny.
He doesn't
plays the
just
straight
kill
guy.
people.
He plays the straight guy, so it's everyone else. He's reacting to everything else as long as he stays the straight guy. That's the funny bit.
So the key to this will he be able to act clueless and lost the way what's his name did? I can't think of his name.
Leslie Nielsen.
Leslie Nielsen,
Yeah, I think they could pull it off because it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be a remake. It can be something close to it and just be funny.
As long as this doesn't spawn to him playing Mr. Magoo, I'll be all right.
I just want it'd be nice to see some fun comedy movies in the theater again. You don't get too many comedies anymore, so
That's true.
Roll it.
Dune 2, 12 million grossed in the Thursday preview before the official opening across North America. Warner estimates 65 million domestic and 75 million overseas for the weekend. And Warner is giving a lower estimate than some of the other places are giving. So,
yeah, a lot of places are giving 80 to 90 domestic.
Yep.
And I think the previews for 6 countries international was 20-some million, which was higher than expected.
Warner smart, under promise, over deliver.
They're on a roll.
Anyone seeing Dune 2 this weekend?
I will see it tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm seeing it tomorrow.
I might see it next
I
week.
still feel like I need to see part 1 again before I go see this thing.
You got time.
Yeah,
I know. I have time. Will I do it? That's a different story.
I don't know. This is the one movie that might get me out of my compound to actually go into a theater and watch a movie.
You might miss it because all those locks you have to get out of.
Yeah. I have to from sub level 7. Takes a while to climb up to the surface.
Sub level 7.
I'll probably check this out next weekend when I'm in Washington when I go to the con, because I think we talked about going to the movie. So, and my wife liked the first one. I like the first one too, so we'll probably go see it.
What's going to be
Matt,
sad?
you saw it already, right?
No, I'll go see
Well, I
this
thought you
movie
saw it.
when my insomnia kicks in and I need something to put me to sleep.
Yeah.
Who was it?
There's no middle ground with this. Really, no middle.
Pete saw it today.
Oh,
Yeah.
Pete,
He,
okay.
he said he liked it.
There's really no middle ground with Dune. Either you love it or it puts you to sleep.
What is it, like 3 hours, this thing? So
3 hours.
I'm more concerned about, I know there's no way I make it through this without a piss break. No way.
Bring a
It's
cup.
impossible.
A big cup.
I put in our chat today that portable urinal.
You got to get the popcorn box with the sandworm.
Let's
Be
go
in that.
to the movie.
Yikes.
Sandworm.
If you got to do it, you got to do it.
The
But,
first one came out during the pandemic, and I wish it would have given me COVID.
Yeah.
Ah.
It's so boring.
I know. I like it. I like the scale of it. It looks like it's made for a theater. It's made for IMAX.
Hey, so Matt, you never saw the original ones?
Oh no, I never watched the original ones.
Nope.
Mm-mm.
Oh, the original was fun. The Lynch one was fun. The sci-fi TV series was awful.
That dude with the blisters grossed me out. I couldn't watch it.
Yeah.
That was disgusting.
Little Baron
Right,
Harkonnen.
Sting was going strong in that movie.
He's draining those motherfucking. Oh god, it's nasty.
Yeah, I mean
That was like-
the
that was
sad
back
thing
to,
is
like the 80s. That shit was nasty.
it's going to be really weird looking at like the top 5 box office over the weekend, because it's going to be like 150 million Dune, and then it's going to be like 2 million
Bob Marley,
Web.
9 million.
Madam Web,
Madam Web,
500,000.
I don't
$20.
think Madam Web's going to be on the top 5 this week.
Well, it creeped back into the top 3 over the week.
Yeah.
Oh, what
Yeah.
the comment with the masculinity? The chick that said the masculinity.
That's not true, Don. We
Stop it,
talked
Don.
about.
Here we go.
Wow.
Tom, your
Yes.
wife even talked to us all before the show and asked us to keep you in line, and you're just doing this shit.
He's making up his own moments now.
Hey, listen,
I'm not getting a moment, but I'll make up myself. Me, I'm dumb. Whole show. That's guy over here.
nobody can control me.
I don't know. This
We have
thing's
to have
gonna
We have to have a mandatory training session before every show with Dom's wife now. Just so he's like, do not rile him up.
I mean, it's pretty smart release strategy because they've got no competition till what, like the 22nd or 23rd when Ghostbusters comes out.
They
So
got
they're
Godzilla
gonna-
comes out the 29th.
Is that really
Or the 29th,
competition,
they're going to
though?
destroy the box
Yeah.
office all the way up until then.
Yeah, Ghostbusters will do well. I mean,
Ghostbusters will
Yeah,
do
I think
amazing.
it will.
I see people memeing on X. Why is Ant-Man in Ghostbusters?
Yeah. Did you not see the last Ghostbusters?
I
Right.
guess not. I didn't watch.
And I just saw a TV spot for Godzilla and Kong. It looks, I can't wait for that movie.
Where he's riding Godzilla's back. You saw that one? That teaser
Yeah.
trailer?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
that
out,
was
yeah.
freaking awesome.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah. So yeah, this is gonna bring in some bucks. So good on you, Warner. Keep building that war chest.
Funko Pops, McFarlane
keep feed-
Toys are going to be making
keep-
everything with these things.
Keep siphoning money over to James Gunn to do whatever the hell he's gonna do.
I believe I don't know if you guys watched Mac's show. Degrassi said we trust Degrassi. Warner has $5.8 billion on hand for projects from investors, and they're giving James Gunn whatever he wants.
Of course they are.
Cool.
So how many cousins are gonna
I
come
like
out of
James
the
Gunn.
woodwork to be in a James Gunn movie?
Hey, listen, when do we get Plastic Man the movie?
Oh god.
I would love Plastic Man. Another Plastic
He's
Man
the
was
most powerful
awesome.
superhero.
The
Yeah.
Plastic
we
Man
can get-
Power Hour.
I'm
Yeah.
sure we can get. I'm sure we'll get elongated man eventually.
Yeah.
So
All right, next. Oh, we got. Oh God.
yep, we got the first look at Tron Ares. Jared Leto threw out this awesome pick. Any Tron fans out there?
Used to be, not for this stuff.
Nah, not really.
I never liked Tron. I'm sorry. I
I like
probably.
the original.
I never liked the original. I thought it was boring as hell.
Yeah, me too.
I only watched the original because Lacey Underalls from Caddyshack was in it. But other than that,
Yeah,
Hey,
I understand.
Bruce Boxleitner?
Yes. What about Babylon 5? I understand the love of Tron, the cult following, but the movies do not do well in the box office. The last one didn't do well, and people were expecting this to do well. Jared Leto hasn't had a string of hits.
I was gonna say this
When he's
movie's got
involved.
the kiss of, this movie got the
Yeah.
kiss of death the minute they brought him onto the cast.
got the bite of Morbius.
Yeah,
You know what? His pockets got deep. He's just laughing all the way to the bank. He don't care.
You know, I'm just like, when will they stop giving him roles and just tell him to do the soundtrack of these movies? Bring back 3 Seconds to Mars.
And
30
again,
seconds.
this
30 seconds
This
from
is-
Mars.
30 seconds.
yet another sign of
Super Sonic.
Disney not doing as well as Warner, because this is a Disney property. So
It's Tron, though. Nobody expects Tron to do well.
I do like
yeah,
the
but
black and red.
they'll dump some money into it though.
I would think they're
Don't buy
investors
into the
expect it
Warner
to do good.
facade. They're like, look at my hand while they're bailing out their sinking ship with the other because
But
they're shelving that Acme movie that Will Fernet is calling like the greatest comedy movie ever made. And
Of course, he
I
will.
love
His
Will, I
project.
love Will
They-
Forte like
or
nobody's
Forte, that's what it
business,
is, not
but
Fournette.
it's it is what it is. They have a war chest, and they're making money in streaming,
Mhm.
and they have a CEO who sounds like a supervillain, Zaslav. So
He was put in place to be a supervillain. He had to make the hard choices.
Yeah.
And there's a Looney Tunes full featured movie coming out in the summer.
So actually, Cosmic brings up, do they still do 3D releases? Or was that just, do they do that anymore? I
They
don't
still
think
do
I've seen a
3D.
3D release
Yeah.
in forever. It's just IMAX now, right?
Yeah, I
still
think they
do
just call it
3D.
IMAX.
I thought they
sometimes.
still do 3D.
They do.
Mhm.
Because my theater has 3D showing of.
Last 3D movie I saw was Avatar.
The last 3D movie I saw, it's a Coraline in 3D. I think that was the last 3D movie I went to.
I think I saw Porky's in 3D.
Yeah, but
Nice.
What?
Nice.
That dick came right at the screen at you.
Exactly.
Maybe I'd go see Dune too if that was in 3D and I could get that popcorn bucket and just get the full effect going.
Yeah,
True.
yeah, the old Shia Lude
Yep.
popcorn bucket.
Listen, Jaws 3D and Friday the 13th in 3D were pretty good when I was growing up. Those were
That
pretty good.
that popcorn bucket's ingenious though, because they made it so you don't have to go to the bathroom. You just finish your popcorn, and if you got
Exactly.
a wee, you whip it out and go right in the cup, and you can still watch the movie.
Yep.
Are you sure this is legal? I don't know. It's fun though, isn't it?
And then you look over to the guy to your right and make awkward eye contact and just say "mind your business" and go back and finish your.
Oh my God, the guy next to you is Kyle. What are you staring at, Kyle? What are you staring at?
Yeah.
Kyle
mean-
doesn't go to the movies, so I don't have to worry about that.
Well,
Oh,
well,
that's true.
the key
Have to
is
point out of this.
you get the Dune popcorn bucket, and then you go into Madam Web because nobody else is going to be in the theater anyway. So
There you go.
don't have to worry about anyone near you.
Hey, those buckets they go for pretty good money on eBay. Some of them. Some of these
Slightly
buckets
used.
that came out.
Slightly used.
You wash them.
This-
But if the bucket has a hole in it, do you still take it?
I don't know, man.
yeah.
I don't know.
Bruce, you had experience with that, didn't you? Yeah, come on, man.
Yeah, you showed me how to do it.
Hey.
You gotta wash the butter out before.
Yeah,
you
you
sell
called it the slippery slope.
Oh.
it. Just a quick shout out to Ramona Freden. Passed this past week. I guess it was last week.
Spoke with us there, Bruce.
She was a huge legend. I mean, she was 97, so she lived quite a full life. But
Yes, she did.
she's the co-creator of Aqualad and Metamorpho. She did some amazing Aquaman work as well. And she worked up until the 80s or 90s doing Brenda Starr doing a comic strip as well.
Yep.
So,
She lives not too, she lived not too far from us, Bruce, and then
Oh, really?
she's been
I didn't
doing
know that.
she lived up by just north of New Hartford.
Oh,
Like I can't think of like almost to where you're going into the Adirondacks. And she's been doing like sketches up until like a month ago, and then she got
she was doing commission work. After she retired, she would just still keep doing commission work.
Yeah, she's been doing it up to recently, and then
yeah, definitely a legend.
R.I.P.
40,
Unfortunately, it's another legend we can't bring on SNS and call a gimp. Missed out.
Or not recognize it.
Yeah.
I just want to know, when will we get a Kyle and Thay co-streamed going on?
It never happened. They're the same person.
They're the same
They don't
person.
exist in the same spot at the same time.
The multiverse. It's the multiverse.
I say you both get them old school burglar masks, and we can see them as the Beagle Boys, and I think that would be fantastic.
I say Bruce Fur needs to get Mama Bear and Dom on the show at the same time. And
They have been.
Oh, they have been?
Yeah, she was on the show.
Oh yeah, she was.
You got
on
it.
the show on.
You got to send me the link.
It's a good
So
show.
we got a sneak peek at the Superman Legacy logo, and they said they are dropping Legacy from the title. So that's something. So that's the S we're gonna get.
Oh,
Cool.
symbol.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
good.
it's a
Legacy
nice-
made it sound kind of.
I'm not an idiot.
Well,
It's an S.
he said it was a working title. He's
It's not
by
an
the
S.
time.
It's the Kryptonian symbol of hope.
Yes.
in the form of an S.
He said by the time he got
Oh,
through
hope
with
eternal,
the script, he decided that it was just Superman. Not so.
Well, the S is
Yeah,
pretty cool.
this is a DC artist that
It
just
reminds me of
kinda,
the old school. The old school
Yeah.
S.
It's a combination of 3 different logos.
Yep.
The Golden Age, the Christopher Reeves, and the Kingdom
Max
Come.
Fleischer one.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
The Max Fleischer ones.
Yes.
Image one.
That's the yellow outline.
So I know people take their what is Superman
I do
wearing
like them.
seriously.
Oh, please. They were complaining about the texture of the S on Max's show last night. I was like, come on, guys. It's not that serious.
So for those of you that find Superman interesting, this is the S that he will have. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Let me ask you the panel a question on this topic. What do you think of if they keep the original Superman theme from the Superman the movie? You know, the original Williams theme. Or should they move on and try something else?
No.
No. The original is widely popular. Everyone knows it. Why would you keep it?
You can modernize it, maybe. You add more of a like a techno or some kind of a beat to it, make it a little bit more for the kids, like the kids today that are watching Superman.
Is that techno?
Like,
Tom says, if I can't roll on Molly to the Superman theme song, I'm not coming.
I don't.
They probably do already, so who knows?
I do the whole damn Molly. Come on, come at me. I'm dumb.
You got the kids today, like, you know, what music people listen to anyway. You can't put a Taylor Swift song.
They're listening to country now.
If I can't come into the theater with my belly tank top and my glow sticks, I'm not coming.
Who knows? Maybe it might happen.
Dom's just wants to wear his safety pin T-shirts again or something. I don't know.
There's something about that theme. You're gonna, if you're watching the movie, you're gonna. Doesn't matter how good or bad the movie is, you're gonna hear that music and it does something.
You know, I will say this. Out of all the other versions and updates and other themes they use for other Superman projects, they were forgettable. The original is still iconic. You can hear it anyway, and you know it's Superman. You get that feeling of hope. I can fly. All this. I'm a Boy Scout. Let's rescue this freaking cat.
Yeah,
I don't need it overused in it, but it's just, you know, I mean, if you're gonna throw me any type of nostalgia bone, that's the only one I really want. Other than that, I don't need any other nostalgia bombs or anything in there. Just give me that. Give me a few bars of the original, and I'll be happy.
That's good.
Agreed.
Don't worry, Dom. We'll get you to break out that pop pull tab leather vest soon.
To continue my week of shitting on Disney and Marvel, Ray Winstone came out and said his experience on the Black Widow was soul destroying. It was like being kicked in the balls.
See, Disney fucked up everything.
Jesus.
Apparently, they kept telling him to tone it back, and he was very pissed about that because he didn't feel he could explore the full range of that shitty character in that movie. Wasn't happy. So
They really messed that character up, man. Disney really freaking neutered that character to a piece of shit. I'm telling you, that's the other problem that they do. Let the fucking thing fly. That's it.
So yeah, so I don't know. Is the MCU going to pull back a little and start letting creatives be a little more creative, or are they going to just keep feeding us tapioca?
No, they're going to chase the almighty dollar, just like they're showing you that with Pedro Pascal being Reed Richards. Someone they work with. They've got a star-studded cast. They don't need him, but yet he's the face and your lead in Reed Richards, and it's just because they're playing it safe and they're chasing the dollar versus going with the no-name actor and putting it on the line.
Does it really move the needle, though? I mean, I don't know. Does it move the needle to have like Pascal as Reed?
You know, one thing everybody forgets is that all these corporations care about is money. They're not here to please everyone. They care about making money and flipping stuff. They don't care. You know,
they are, but to a certain extent.
Well, then the formula is backwards. Then, I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong, Bruce Fur, but that's not the way it should be. It should be pleasing your audience will make you money. Not
the people that made it for what it is should be the one that should be pleasing. And the secondaries, they have to like it or forget about it then. I'm sorry.
That's not how that works, Tom.
Well, you know what? It's got to work that way. But I'm still going to say it. I'm going to say it again.
People complaining about characters they don't care about in everyday comic book reading.
I know, but people do like Taskmaster. Come on, Taskmaster was an awesome character in the comics. Why do they have to water him down and fucking neuter him in the movies?
I agree.
Join the club.
And listen, Disney will be purchased by Apple in the near future. So
Apple has no desire to do any of that shit.
You think Apple will be better than Disney? Have you?
Well, Apple has more money than fucking Disney, Warner Brothers, Sony, and everything. They can buy all three companies if they had to.
They do. They have no desire.
I just don't understand what fans want. They want this. They get it. They want that. You can't please every fan.
To the comic book. Leave it accurate to the comic book.
MCU movies have never been accurate to the comic books. You would notice if you read comic books, Tom.
I know.
I just want them to take some chances.
They just don't. They want to water things down. They want to figure it out, man. Don't water shit down. Let it fly.
I agree with AOA. Taskmaster has 4 good stories in 40 years.
Yeah.
And he could have had 5 good stories if they put him right on the movies.
It was a little weird, but that whole movie was a mess with how many times it got delayed and then it fell out of sequence.
That wasn't its fault though. That wasn't its fault though.
No, it wasn't its fault. I mean, it was a victim of a lot of things that were out of its control. But I don't know.
Well, but there was, if memory serves, there was a lot of hype, even though the movie was delayed. There was some excitement about Taskmaster being in this movie.
Oh, sure.
And then when we saw the way they portrayed Taskmaster in the movie, there was disappointment. I mean, Dom is not wrong.
There was. I don't know. I mean, they took a chance, and it seems like a weird thing to take a chance on. I don't know. I just wish they would let the creatives be a little more creative with some of these movies and not make them so watered down.
And I think they're underestimating, obviously, the comic book fans and community if they think, well, we can take this character that's only had 4 good arcs and it's 40 years. We'll just take him and we'll just turn him on his head and make him completely different. They won't care because it's a minor character. Bullshit. You know they're going to care.
Yeah.
So that's bad thinking.
And I understand that people like us are not the general audience. Most people have never heard Taskmaster that are going to go see Black Widow. But again, we might not be the general audience, but we are the base audience. We are the people that will consume all this crap no matter how bad it is. Whereas the general audience don't necessarily
that's why they do it, because they know you guys will show up regardless of what they put out.
Yeah.
You will watch it on Disney Plus.
People
don't be surprised when we complain about it. Don't be like, well, what are you complaining about? Well, we're complaining because it's not right. We didn't make it for you. We made it for another audience. Okay, fine. I'm still going to complain about it.
And don't be surprised when we watch it on Disney Plus instead of going to the theater to see it, because we know what we're going to get.
Wouldn't dwindling ticket sales say to them, I think we need to do a little better on these to get people coming back and back?
Has it said that to them yet? Because they've been dwindling for a year now.
Apparently not. Apparently not.
Their last big movie was technically a Sony movie in Spider-Man No Way Home. So
I think they're still maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know the details. I don't know the specs. I think in a way maybe they still think they're playing with house money because of the whole Avenger, the whole in-game movie line. They still think we're playing with house money, so we can just throw a bunch of shit out there and see what happens. Maybe. I don't know.
I think we as fans need to understand, though, that we're never going to get another movie that's successful as Endgame. I don't think it's ever going to happen in the MCU.
No, jump the shark on that one.
I think the MCU heyday is long gone, and now we have to either like or not like what they're putting out. We're never going to get another epic blockbuster that's going to be like that.
I think they can give you another blockbuster. I don't think they can give you another massive 20-picture story arc that's cohesive like they did leading up to Endgame. But I think they could hit big with things. If they do X-Men correctly, they could do exceptionally well with X-Men.
You know, one thing I don't understand, people understandably complain about Disney and the way they do things and the way they do movies, but then you turn around and get your hopes up and get hyped for Deadpool 3. It's still a Disney movie. You think that they're not going to pull it in for really? You think they're going to let Ryan Reynolds run rampant with the script?
We're getting an R-rated movie. That's the first
R-rated
step.
doesn't mean it's good.
You know,
but that's a first step that Disney has not yet done. So
you know what the sad thing is? The executives, Bob Iger, and all those guys are making their money. They don't give a shit about the fans. They don't care about it. They care about making money. So they put out crap, and they'll still make money even in the lowest movies that make. They don't give a shit about anybody anymore but themselves. And it's corporations. The corporation of America is really the way it goes, and they don't care. So,
you know, maybe it's time to stop making superhero movies and just move on and take a break from 5 to 10. Take a break from 5 to 10 years.
No,
you know, this way people miss it.
That's what happens. People keep saying it's superhero fatigue. It's not. It's freaking writer's fatigue. Original story ideas. People, good writing. They, like I keep saying.
Explain to me good writing, Dom. You keep saying this. What is good writing?
Forrest Gump.
Oh God, Forrest Gump's horrible.
you want comic book movies to be award-winning writing.
Listen, what you can
my friend's dad walked out on Forrest Gump because he said it was too damn stupid.
Instead of the box checking, good writing, and the box checking wouldn't make a difference if it had good writing.
You're getting off the rails, Dom.
Although Forrest Gump did have the best villain ever in a movie, which was Jenny.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not saying Deadpool 3 won't be R-rated, but you're not going to get the same over-the-top humor that you got with the Fox movies. Let's be realistic here.
No, maybe not, but it's going to be different. It will have a different tone than every other MCU movie, even if just because it's R-rated, it's going to feel completely different than everything else Marvel has put out so far. So whether it's good, bad, whatever, I don't know, but at least it should feel a bit different, which is all I want from the MCU. Just give me something different. I feel like they just rehash the same feeling movies and content over and over and over and over again. It all feels the same.
Well, the problem is that they have writers out there that are openly admitting in interviews, we were encouraged not to read the comic books when we got this job. We were encouraged not to learn anything about these characters when we got the job and put our own personal take onto it. And so that's why you have them writing their own voice or writing characters wrong or, you know, having any sort of feel for what these characters are or their tone or their moral compass or how they operate. So, and then you get dumpster fires like, you know, Black Widow or Thor Love and Thunder.
Or Marvel Phase 4.
Yes, or the Marvels or whatever, you know. It's just
good. Out of all the movies that have come out after Endgame, there's only been 2 that failed. Well, 2 that failed at the box office. Marvel, Black Widow, Quantumanium barely broke even.
Yeah, but that's significantly underperformed. They don't make the
out of how many movies they produced and put out in theaters. That's not bad. That's not a bad record.
Even the movies in the first phase that didn't get a lot of love, they still became popular and people enjoyed them. Even like Captain America, the first Captain America, people are like, but Winter Soldier was fucking awesome. You know, Winter Soldier was the best Marvel movie in my mind. You know,
I love the first Cap movie.
The first phase had some so-so, but they're still loved. These movies now in Phase 4 and Phase 5, no one's gonna care about them. No one gives a shit about them. They're trash. The whole Phase 5, people don't like them as much. Yeah, you have Spider-Man. You had the Sony collaboration with Marvel bringing out Spider-Man. That was a good movie, but it's Spider-Man, and there was a touch of MCU with Sony's, and they did a good job. But everything else they're putting out, It's trash. I don't want to keep seeing, and I have nothing against women, but stop at the gender swaps.
Dom.
Leave the men.
Careful, Dom. Careful, Dom.
All right, time to move
on.
But no, I just think that too, though. Like, you see it right now. You see Marvel running that line, and you're saying that all they care about is money. Well, their money's hurting because they're not making billion-dollar movies. So you're seeing it by Pedro Pascal being cast as Reed Richards. You're seeing it as the blessing in disguise that they're calling the Jonathan Majors stuff, to where they can swing for the fences and now make the next two Avengers movies Secret Wars Part 1 and Part 2 versus Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars. So they're going to swing for the fences to try and duplicate and replicate that Endgame money and success with those Secret Wars movies.
Yep. So I had to throw something up here for Pete. So the Philadelphia Phillies, I'm not sure if you are aware of this, if there's any baseball fans out there, they're scrapping their $1 hot dog nights.
What?
These $1 hot dog nights have been a traditional shit show at Phillies games, where massive food fights break out.
Awesome.
Hot dogs are thrown all over the fields. It's a complete and utter shit show. So they are no.
Do they
longer...
shoot them in an air gun? What's going on in this picture?
No, that's just a fanatic out there, just promoting it. Cool. With why that hot dog has a hole in the end is beyond me. Maybe there's a t-shirt gun in there. I'm hoping that's why there's a hole at the end of that hot dog, and I'm hoping that's a hot dog.
But you see, you do something good for fans, and fans act up. You know, it's
I mean, let's take one step back. It's Philadelphia. So
careful. I stepped in it earlier.
I've never met a Philly fan that doesn't like going to the ballpark and taking dogs to the face. So
and let's not forget the Veterans Stadium used to have a jail in the stadium. So it's a raucous group up there in Philadelphia. But if you liked your dollar hot dogs, you ain't getting them anymore. So
I'm sure there's videos of a drunk, shirtless Pete taking glizzies to the face at Philly Stadium out there somewhere on the internet.
Just with a big target drawn on his chest.
Mm-hmm.
I guess is he hanging out with Colin?
Yep.
And finally on the news tonight, the 2024 Florida Man Games just wrapped up.
Oh, God.
Yes, there were events such as Eat the Butt Challenge, which is a pork butt eating challenge, a weaponized pool noodle mud duel, which was fun, and evading arrest obstacle course, a Category 5 Hurricane Cash Grab. This is my favorite, was the race, a catalytic converter, 2 bikes, and a handful of copper pipes, which was a bicycle race.
That's awesome.
Which I thought was fantastic. And there was also Florida Sumo, where you wear an inner tube around you and you either knock the person out or make them spill their whole pitcher of beer.
Where can we find this? I've heard of Florida Man, obviously. I've never heard of Florida Man Games. Where is this?
If you look up the Florida Man Games, you shall find it on the YouTubes.
It's right next to the big meth lab.
But good times. So
for any of our resident Florida men in this challenge,
I don't know. I had to spotlight the greatness, which is where AOA lives, and give him a shout out. I would watch it. I would watch it in a second. Sounds like a good time.
The Eat Ass Challenge. Eating ass? Come on.
Yeah. What? It's pork butt.
He just explained it, Dom.
It's pork butt. It's barbecue eating barbecue.
He's like, eating ass?
Yeah.
Well,
sign me up.
I think on that note, on the eating ass challenge, I'm going to bounce. Thank you guys for having
me. Take care, Matt. Thanks for coming back.
Have a go, bro.
Later.
So yeah, I thought this was fun. So if y'all are surfing the YouTubes, you can look up some Florida Man games. I'm sure there are plenty of highlights
or lowlights.
Yeah, good stuff. Florida should always be highlighted. It's a special place. It's like another country. It's America's Wang. Give it a break.
That's funny.
It is. It really is.
And That's Not a Comic Sale of the Week. Take it away, Jedi.
Oh, God. I feel like I kind of mailed it in this week, to be honest with you. So this is, I started off looking for movie props, and I really wasn't finding anything that really just kind of I thought would make a good presentation. So then I stumbled across this this first one, Friday the 13th Jason bust. So I said, okay, let me look into horror movie or scary movie bust and see what those things are selling for. So Friday the 13th Jason bust. This was made by Brad Hardin, molded from actual movie props. It was sold for $2,500, a best offer back in early December. It does come with the mask. And then we have a Lost Boys David. This is a bust by Masags. So they have you can actually search them on YouTube and see some of the ones they have, including these. A lot of these are made to order busts. These are not all movie. These are not actual movie props, screen used. But this is they do sell. I don't know how much they cost to make, but they do sell for a little bit of change. This one was almost $1,600 on a best offer for the David, sold in early January.
I want to know.
And then lastly,
who spends $1,500 to have a vampire Kiefer Sutherland staring at you at all times?
Well, my question was going to be at the end.
My favorite movie.
Who wants these things in their house? I mean, really?
This guy.
I know there are movie lovers. I know there are horror movie lovers out there. Brucefer just confessed. What's her name on YouTube? Dom Jazzy something Jazzy, who talks about horror movies and props and stuff all the time. But lastly, we got the Terminator 2 Battle Damage T800. This is made by Pure Arts. This was $500, a little more reasonable on a fixed price sale, sold in mid to late December of last year. So,
these life size, like the life size prop, like the bust of Jason. You got the Boba Fett life size bust. It's like $2,500
to do with anything
on Sideshow.
Seriously,
there are a lot of busts out there. I kind of focused on the horror aspect just to kind of give it a theme, but
big bust, small bust.
There's lots of movie busts out there from movies.
This guy,
I like it. I like the Jason.
Not that he has some, but not he has some, but those I will not buy. Yeah. I don't know. These are pretty.
I mean, so the T2 one's relatively
cool.
reasonable compared to what some of the Sideshow, statues and stuff are. Prices like that stuff.
I like to have the zombie from Return of the Living Dead with all the tar on them, the grease in the corner and brains. Have that in the corner. Just have that. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, I think the Pure Arts they probably I don't want to say mass produce, but they probably turn out several 100 of these like Terminators. The other two are like
pretty much one-offs
made to order. So there's probably not a whole lot of those. Although I did see another Kiefer Sutherland or David bust that sold. It sold with the other character, a bust of the other character from the movie Michael. They sold for $1,900 for the two.
Nice.
It looks like maybe a little better deal.
I mean, it looks like a nice mix of soft goods and mold, which is nice as well.
Yeah, the Friday 13th looks really good.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's it. Next week, we're going to have something. I've already told Joe what it is. I won't spoil it for anybody else. Next week is going to be pretty interesting. It might take me down another rabbit hole similar to the sneakers that we did a couple of weeks ago. So stay tuned. Huh?
Frisbees.
What?
Not Frisbees. What? No, this is something else that people collect, but it's just from the limited research I've done so far, it seems to be a very niche and complicated collecting thing to collect. So anyway, enough on that. We'll cover it next week. That's all for this. Like I said,
it's another one where people are pretty crazy about it.
Here's another thing too with these busts and these. They have the room. If you have the room, you can have a nice little showroom. But if you don't have the room, it's hard to definitely have these type of things in the house.
And if your significant other is into this kind of stuff too, hell, you can decorate the whole house like this and both be completely happy.
My wife is scared of these things.
I could just imagine having to take a piss in the middle of the night, getting up, wandering through, and then seeing that damn Kiefer Sutherland thing staring at me and freaking the hell out.
Yeah.
That is so awesome.
That being the end of that.
Let me tell you something. My wife is very funny. She's scared of all these horror movie things, but she sits there for hours watching the ID channel. I'm like, those are fake. That's real. And you're watching that.
You can see all the women that kill. The ID channel has
the little things that kill.
Stuff.
Exactly.
Crazy stuff.
Hey, speaking about ID channel, did you hear about the Long Island? They found the woman's head and arm in the park where they found the guy's torso or arm with tattoos on it. So I'm like, so
it's Long Island. It's like the birthplace of serial killers.
Yeah, I know. It's like crazy. They just found a woman's head and an arm in the park.
That's crazy.
Nuts.
Well, remember they found all those body parts of those working women at the beach.
Hey, well, I'm half awake. Half awake, man.
It's crazy.
At 4 in the morning, everyone's a huge pussy when they're half awake and they see something that scares the shit out of them.
Yeah. Joe doesn't take his shotgun to the restroom with him.
No, I don't.
You should keep it in the restroom.
Right behind
one in every room.
That's too long of a walk. All righty, so it's time for trivia with Styxboy. As promised, we keep our title wars moving with Styx every week, so they're still coming.
Let's do it.
And this week's...
that was last week.
What the heck's going on here?
Hey, Styx, you have to put the new one up. Just missed the target. Just missed it. I just sent it to Jedi. It was a target.
I saw it earlier.
It was funny.
Dang, how did that guy fly out that way? Fly out the tattoo side? That's crazy.
Yep.
As you roll,
let's get
pop it right out. Okay. Yeah, I'm waiting for my thing now.
Stop talking Styx and get your hamster to running.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Mush.
All right. I'll just go to here. All right. So this week, of course,
all right,
is our
BK, you ready? All
right. yeah, get your insider ready there, Jedi.
If you have any Xanax, I would suggest taking it now.
So this week we're talking Rogue trivia. Let's see how you guys do on this. Nothing too.
Got her powers from Carol Daniels from Miss Marvel. Yeah, that's the first question.
He knows the history of one character. He's like, "Oh, it's Carol Danvers."
That's gonna be in it. That's gonna be one of his questions.
Why?
Right. So, question number 1. It'll be here soon. There we go. In which alternate timeline does Rogue marry Magneto? Is it In the Future's Past, The House of M, Age of Apocalypse, or Here Comes Tomorrow?
I like
House of M.
Yeah. House of M.
BK. Yeah.
Thank you, Jeff.
Guys waiting for BK.
Savage Land.
Yeah, BK. Terry Flood says B.
What we got? Mama Bear says, oops, sorry. Mama Bear says B. Terry says B. Cosmic says B. Brogu says B. BK is left the building. No, there he goes. Age of Apocalypse. Oh God, BK, you're going against the grain here. I'm not sure. What? Are you sure, BK? Everybody else is saying B.
All right.
Fuck it.
What do we got? Because we know it'll take 5 minutes to get to the next slide.
All right, move to the next slide.
And
the answer is.
I feel a little better. Ha!
Age of
Suck
Apocalypse.
it.
He knows.
I never doubted BK. Never.
You got that pseudo trivia going on there, so.
I have found the remedy to Styx's madness.
Rogue takes time off from the X-Men and travels around where on a motorcycle? Is it Michigan?
See Marco?
Northern America or
She was
Australia?
running from Marco.
I mean, there's lots to do in Michigan, just so you know. I mean, there's
You're good. Answer this
you can
question.
tour the broken down houses of Detroit.
What do we got in the chat? Terry says A. John says C. BK is busy Googling. Bry says, I don't know what Bry said in there. Something bloody hell. Brogu says B. AOA is telling us she can fly. That's true, I guess. D. Australia. Are you sure, BK? All right. I'm going D.
Taking the BK route, and I
Taking
don't
the BK.
think I blame you.
He had enough time to Google, so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The answer
nailed
is
it.
Australia. Yeah, so she goes out and rides around on her motorcycle through the Australian outback.
Eating Vegemite sandwiches.
And,
yeah, mate.
Singing Land Down Under. Yeah. Exactly. All right. Question number 3. Mystique originally was to be Rogue's mother. True or false?
Should that be a Nightcrawler's mother?
True, I guess.
Well, Don, that's the
I know
question.
which way I'm leaning, but I gotta wait for the other half of my brain to tell me.
Okay.
Yeah.
BK says I am comics Google.
Stop bragging, BK. Give me the answer.
True.
Pierre says true. Mama Bear says true. John says true. AOA says false. BK says true. It's true.
It's true.
BK says true. All
It's
right.
true.
Let's see if
100%.
true is indeed the answer. And the answer. Okay, here we go. It is true.
Killing it.
According to writer Chris Claremont, Marvel said no to that idea. He had pitched it, and they said no.
Well, she is basically her foster mother, so
yeah,
close enough. All right.
All right. Question number 4. Rogue, having taken away Carol Danvers' powers, created this powerful character. Is it Starbrand,
Binary.
Spider-Gwen, or the Cosmic Ghost Rider?
Is she really?
I know what it is, but I need
Binary?
reinforcement. All right, Pierre
What
says
happened?
C. What happened? What'd you do?
I didn't
do nothing.
Well, your
The thing crashed.
Your
slides are gone.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Put up
jeez.
the technical difficulties slide, please.
Please stand by.
Please stand by during the technical difficulties of Styx internet. My 56K modem can't handle all this.
His computer's doing that right now. The guy flying out of the car.
Yes, exactly.
Yep, doing a barrel roll.
Oh boy.
His computer has what we like to call in the IT business.
I wish
the
Styx
blue
had
screen of
McDonald's
death.
Wi-Fi. We might have to have Styx start recording from outside of a McDonald's to get better Wi-Fi.
Styx is always entertaining.
I'll be the only one at my McDonald's, though.
Oh god.
All right. We're getting it back here.
Hey, getting stuck. What's going on? Now he's in black and white. What's going on, man?
I'm so confused.
This is why we can't make the cut.
No.
All right.
No,
this is why we're always on the outside looking in, Styx.
We'll always be getting that bronze medal.
That's it.
All right, go ahead and try it again. Should be up.
Yeah,
There's 2 Styxes. There's 2 Styxes.
Everybody
We
thinks
need
2
a new name
Styxes
for
is
this
called the
segment,
gaggle.
and it's not trivia.
Okay.
Who's running this horse and pony show?
I don't know.
Nope,
Got it?
not up yet.
King of Nerds? Did you go out?
What the hell? That was
Please
weird.
stand by.
All right, let's try this again.
Do we have to?
You might just have to read us the last question there, Styx.
It might be a upstate New York thing because my internet's acting up right now. The hell?
Oh,
Yeah.
Might not just be Styx.
My Wi-Fi comes off the
Well,
way
I
from
bet so. Ooh,
CN
two.
Tower.
Yeah.
So,
Damn
two
Spectrum.
Bridges. Big
so
question.
yeah, I'll just read it. So, the Rogue, having taken away character of his powers, created the powerful character of what? Starbrand, Binary, Spider-Gwen, or the Cosmic Ghost
It's
Rider?
B.
Dom says it's B.
I forgot what BK said already. I think it's B.
And
Binary.
the answer is
BK had said binary.
Yeah,
the answer
everybody
is
else
B,
said binary. Wait, call Mark.
And question number 5 in this.
This is a new low for you, Styx. I'm just.
This is a new one. I should have went into my son's room and put the Cat 5 into
Your
it.
son has better internet than you do.
My son has better internet than me. Yeah.
Okay.
They get a sock show going on. I'm Sacco.
Yeah.
What?
Mr. Saka. All right.
How
Which
old are
of
you
these
guys?
teams-
What the hell?
Which of these teams has Rogue not been a team?
Which
Rapid
one of these
response
people?
team?
They didn't hear you,
Brother-
Styx.
Why can't you hear me? You can hear me.
No, you
Control-
literally went out.
Well,
your
you're answering
audio.
me, so you can hear me.
Oh, what the?
What? We can
That's
hear
it.
pieces of what you're saying, but that's
That's it.
That's not sufficient for Trivia Pursuit.
Yeah.
Oh,
See, Mama Bear
Sharon?
can't hear you either. It's not just us playing with
all right.
you.
I'm gonna take this off. Maybe
You've
I'll
got real
grab
problems.
Hey, Styx, stand.
Yeah. All right. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
And
You saw it, the Verizon guy. Can you hear me now?
I'm gonna take that right off. Technical, yes,
difficulties.
Difficulties.
All right, I took that off. Can you hear me now?
Yes, goddamn.
Okay. All right.
Someone's behind you, Styx.
Which is what?
Someone's behind you.
No attention to the lady behind the curtain. Which of these teams has Rogue not been a team leader of? Xmen, the Rapid Response Team, the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants, or D, the Avengers?
Avengers.
I don't know.
I think it's the Avengers.
X-Men.
I'm so disoriented right
I
now.
don't think she ever led the.
That's
the
good.
Yeah,
she
we're
showed
good.
up in the Avengers. She was in first appearance was Avengers Annual.
Well, we're talking about Uncanny Avengers too.
Yeah.
Mm.
No.
Uh-huh.
Uh.
Still an Avengers team.
It was.
Maybe I don't
All I know is someone could walk up behind Styx and start strangling him. We wouldn't see it until he was dead for 5 minutes.
I told someone was behind him.
He could scream, but we wouldn't hear. All right, what's the answer?
All right, so the answer is Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. She was a member of the Brotherhood of
What
Evil
did BK
Mutants.
say? Yeah, Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. That's what we said. BK.
But she was never a team leader.
There you go.
Did she lead the X-Men? When did she lead the X-Men?
I remember how many different X-Men teams there's.
That's an
Oh,
Avenger.
yeah.
I never said Avengers.
Again, thank you for sitting through my wonderful slides.
Fantastic. Oh, time for a Rogue Spotlight. Let's look at some things. We got Rogue initially in Avengers Annual 10. The worst first appearance in terms of a cover that you could think of, which is why this book is always reasonably priced.
A horrible cover.
Yeah. It is a really...
If she was on the cover, the book would have been a lot more.
Yeah, well, not necessarily because of the way she's drawn in this book as well.
Yeah.
Sorry for having to show Cap getting his ass handed to him.
It'll be the first time.
It's like somebody's kissing him.
It's Rogue.
Oh, she is.
Rogue.
She is.
Okay.
That is what Rogue was drawn like initially.
Yes.
Yeah. Slick back hair.
It was bad.
And that is
She looks like that god creature from Ghostbusters.
She does. There is no Dana, only Zool.
Zool.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that is her in the middle there. That is her first frame appearance in the comics there. And she basically rolls through most of the Avengers in this book. Beats the shit out of most of them. So that is her first. Just a little bit about Anna Marie LeBeau. She's born in good old Mississippi. She is 5'8", 135. Her powers include memory and power absorption through physical contact, and some of her permanently absorbed powers are superhuman strength, speed, stamina, agility and reflexes, near invulnerability, and flight. So she bounced around in books initially. I mean, it's weird enough to show up in Avengers Annual 10 as your first appearance, but the way they used her through, she appeared next in ROM. That was ROM 31, I believe. So you actually have her on the cover there. So if you're hunting early Rogue appearances, unfortunately, gosh, they make her look so god awful in most of these books early on. But you can find her in ROM. Her first X-Men appearance in an X-Men title is in 158, where you see her giving Wolvie a knuckle sandwich there. And then there is a storyline that runs through the Dazzler comic as well. So if you want to see somebody punch someone that looks like Taylor Swift in the face, you can buy Dazzler 22 and all your fantasies will be fulfilled. She continues that storyline looking like a middle-aged woman for some reason. I'm glad they kind of moved the streaks in her hair a bit over time, so it didn't look like she was just going gray on the sides of her head. But she does appear and have significant storyline throughout Dazzler 24 and Dazzler 28, which also has a great Bill Sienkiewicz cover. You kind of get her turn starting in Uncanny X-Men 170, where she kind of takes off from Mystique and heads to Xavier's mansion. You can see Colossus opening the door there. And this is when the X-Men basically start to welcome Rogue into the X-Men. They were smart enough through 173, 182, and 185 to at least start to move that stripe away from the sides of her hair up to the top. But you got some interesting back and forth kind of turns with her throughout those early X-Men runs. And again, you pick up a few covers here and there, kind of buries the hatchet with Dazzler. Get a nice Art Adams cover there on the far right. Long shot. And they start to get a little bit better with her as we get close to the Jim Lee era of Uncanny X-Men. Almost there. They're getting a little better. And then finally, after you got a nice little first appearance of Jubilee there in X-Men 244, you start to get some Jim Lee Rogue, which is, I don't know, I'm going to have to say Jim Lee made Rogue. Because before that, you weren't getting too much out of Rogue, but Jim Lee took it to a new level. This 269 is a great cover where you have the Rogue and Miss Marvel, a sometimes homaged cover. And then, of course, as a teen, if you were a teenager during this Jim Lee run, Savage Land Rogue was the best thing that was in comics.
Yep.
Hands down. This cover of 274, I don't care whether it's worth money, not worth money. It's still one of my favorite comic covers of this whole era. It's just fantastic. You didn't get a ton of covers of her through Uncanny X-Men. You got a few here and there, and then you got stuck with some of that late 90s stuff, which was really bad. In the regular X-Men title from the 90s, yeah, you got to carry through some of that Jim Lee goodness in a handful of the early run. And with X-Men 24, you really started to get her and Gambit and the start of that, which she is married, and she is married to Gambit. She's had 3 volumes of solo titles. So the first 2 there are from volume 1. The second 2 there are from the second volume of Rogue. And then the third volume had 12 issues, whereas the first 2, I think, only had, I think the first one had 4. The second one had 4 as well. But the third volume had a run of 12 for her solo title.
The one in the middle looked like really drawn like the actress from the.
Yeah, it's a little like Anna Paquin. Yeah. She had major roles throughout Uncanny Avengers. Almost more than some of the X-Men stuff. She appears in most of all 3 volumes of Uncanny Avengers. So she has some pretty significant storylines that run through. Yeah, it's nice.
Oh, sorry. I was thinking of Polo Wheel.
Yeah.
Yeah, not like a 1997 cartoon coming out. They made it like a freaking.
I know.
They took away ass.
We know that rant is coming.
Yep.
We're ready.
I always loved it. The her and Scarlet Witch covers are always good. You do have that. I enjoy that Jim Lee Uncanny Avengers cover as well. It's always nice when Jim Lee comes back and decides to grace us with a Rogue cover. Again, you got her through Avengers No Surrender. And then you had the series of Rogue and Gambit. There are actually a couple of these volumes. You had the wedding cover on X-Men Gold. And then you had the series of Mr. and Mrs. X, where you had a bunch of great Dodson covers.
Deadpool.
Take that, Russell Dodderman. That's a precursor to your Excalibur 18 variants of Rogue right there on Mr. and Mrs. X number 9. Yeah. Of course, if you want to dig through the X-Men 92 and X-Men Adventures, you find a couple covers of her there as well. You have a beautiful In-Huck Lee and Astonishing X-Men. It's one of the better Rogue covers that are out there. Yeah, this Campbell did a handful of these split covers, where I had to pick this one because it was Savage Land Rogue, but he has some different variants of Rogue with these covers as well. You got a nice cover of her on a Despicable Deadpool, so I don't know, maybe if she shows up in the Deadpool movie, you'll that book will hit.
Maybe.
She showed up, of course, in the Gambit solo as well.
Look at that now.
Not getting that in the cartoon.
Yeah.
I want Dom just to
cartoon.
vent. I want him to vent a little at a time. That way we don't get a big blow up.
Then you have the most recent Rogue and Gambit series as well, which had some really nice covers. First one there is a Tikal cover, which is gorgeous, but there are some really nice covers in that run. I think it was only 5 or 6 books. She showed up in that Avengers Xmen, the Axis series as well. Just get a few nice covers of her there. Showed up in Captain Marvel 4 with a nice homage cover back to the Uncanny X-Men, which is fun. I like an homage cover where the characters are the same characters kind of swapped or something like that. That's always fun. Excalibur has some really nice Rogue covers. You have a handful of winners in there. There's Jan Soletto. Of course, the Dodderman Rogue cover for Excalibur 18. Everyone always shoots for that one. Threw a Mayhew in there for you, Jedi. For those that collect Hellfire Gala design variants, on one of those as well. I hate those books, but they're there. David Nakayama, nice. You can go either way with this one because there's a green background as well. Rian Gonzalez, it's just kind of a fun. I like the cartoon.
I like that cover.
Kind of ones as well. I think it's Mike Choi. Rogue as well, the sketch, which is quite sharp. I kind of start to get into some exclusives, things like that here. So you got the John Tyler Christopher or the Campbell. I figured I'd put both.
The Campbell one's awesome. I like that.
Yeah, figured I'd throw both negative spaces side by side, so you can kind of look and compare. You get the different outfits of Rogue as well.
Yeah, I mean, but you get the photo and the brush shot, which is awesome.
Yeah, Campbell. I like the Campbell better as well, but the Rogue, the John Tyler Christopher one is pretty good for a negative space, especially the way he does it with the hands. And like I said, Campbell's gonna Campbell. It's always fun to look at Campbell covers. And got some ratios around here. Brooks, we were talking about Mark Brooks earlier tonight. That X-Men Legacy. He has a handful of X-Men Legacy covers that are good. That one on the far right is probably the best X-Men Legacy Mark Brooks cover. But you got a 1 in 10 there. The first X-Men Legacy cover that's there. I believe the middle one's a 1 in 25 on House of X. Got some more Mark Brooks on the X-Men Fantastic Four series. Nice Mark Brooks on that Uncanny X-Men in the middle. And just kind of have a fun X-Men Legacy cover on the far right. Something a little different that you don't get. You got some Dawson. You got an Ari Granoff on the far right. Granoff doesn't do a ton of covers. So finding one of a character you like is always nice. I believe that's a Nick Bradshaw. While it looked a bit like an Art Adams, I believe that's a Nick Bradshaw on the far left there. But again, Legacy has some fun Rogue covers that are just kind of out there. You have her in the Extreme X-Men, where she has the red outfit for a bit as well, which is fun.
There we go.
I love Greg Horn. Greg Horn's always fun. The middle is Rico. It was a store exclusive. On the far right is Sabine Rich, who I love. I wish she would do more. She always colors for Frank Joe. But
so what is this storyline? Is she like prehistoric Rogue or something? I see all these covers of her like, huh?
It goes back with Khazar and Savage Land. Yeah. So it's basically a prehistoric land. So any reason to wear tore up clothes is a winner for me.
I agree.
Again, I had to throw Myron Adams. I'm always going to throw in
Looks
Myron
a little
Adams.
young in that middle one, so I'm kind of like,
That's Art Adams. They all look the same.
Bobblehead. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. I love my Art Adams. The X-Women in the middle, Milo Manara is always a winner. You got a nice, this is a newer one, Rogue and Gambit 1. It's still available out there and findable and pretty cheap. It's nice Carrie Andrews. The first one, the Woman of Marvel.
I don't know.
No. Magneto is not her dad. The Women of Marvel one there, that's a Stephanie Hans, if you're a Stephanie Hans fan. And I had to leave it on a high note for Dom. And throw in a Power Hour cover there. But yeah, and throw into Zuri there.
Never had that booty. Don't pretend like we ever had that booty. Not that Power Hour booty.
No, but we had a Power Hour booty that was good enough.
Didn't a million people tell you were wrong about that?
No, not a million. Who million people? Like you?
Oh,
well, you're not a million people. No, listen.
A few more.
No, what I seen was different compared to everybody else seen. And on top of that,
why don't you go back and watch the original cartoon?
I did.
And see how the art varies with her throughout the cartoon. That was just one scene.
One scene ruined it all.
Nasty.
And again, the last one there is a decal. The one I showed earlier for Rogue and Gambit 1 was an Aspen wall, I believe. But there is a decal as well for all you decal chasers out there.
Listen, all I know is these Rogue Savage Land covers are fucking hot. I wish I had bought them all when I had a chance.
Yeah, they are.
They are on comics that aren't freaking Star Wars.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Just making sure.
And listen, I collect Star Wars because I used to like Star Wars a lot more than I do now.
Okay. Good one, Burger.
I love it. All right, Jedi, you are up, sir.
I am up. Do we have Styx back? Can we get Styx back? Okay, thank you.
He's walking through his house.
Yeah, I'm walking around. I had to get a drink.
He's gonna be sitting outside the game tonight.
All right. This week we're going to continue our little remembering tribute to some of these older game shows.
Ooh.
And this one is you might remember it from the Price is Right. It was called Three Strikes. It's going to be a little different because technology, we're having to work kind of with PowerPoint. And so what I need from somebody, and I'll pick Joe, I need Joe to keep track of the strikes. Where'd Styx go? Styx is gone again.
I'm getting back into my room. Hold on.
Okay.
Give me a second.
All right. So Joe, you're going to keep track of the strikes because it was too hard for me to.
You got it.
All right.
Yeah. I'm back.
All right.
The price is wrong.
Styx, you are the next contestant on qualified strikes. Here's how it's going to work, my friend.
All right.
I'm gonna give you a description of a comic book that sold on eBay.
Okay.
From there, you will be given a series of numbers. Are you familiar with the game Three Strikes?
I am.
Okay, so you will be given a series of numbers. I think maybe in the real game you could draw them or something, but in this one, I'm going to give you a series of numbers. You're going to need to place them in the right order of the price that product sold. Now, I'm not going to show you the exact eBay listing because then it would be too easy for people to Google it or go out and look it up and see. Right. So I had to make it a little difficult. All right, so here we go. Here's.
I cannot, just so you know, I cannot see the chat. So.
Say again?
I cannot see the chat, so don't worry about that.
Okay, all right. Well, I mean, the chat, feel free to, the chat can guess in. They can give their opinions. The only one that really should know the answer is me. So we're looking at a king size annual number 10 as we from 1981, as we just found out, first appearance of Rogue. This eBay sales listing listed it, it's raw, but they listed it as in high grade.
Okay.
High grade. Okay.
Do we know if it was a newsstand or a direct?
I did not get that information. All right. Here we go.
Shenanigans. All right, good.
Your first number is a 2. Does
Right.
the 2 go? Where does the 2 go in those 5 places? There
I'm
were
gonna put that-
three digits and then a decimal and then 2 digits. So there's some
I'm going to put it in the second spot.
second spot. It does go in the second spot. It does. Oh my God. You are nailing this game. No strikes for Styx.
There we
You
go.
are
There we go.
killing
Get started.
Well, he's
I'm
already
still killing it.
Still have the game.
The odds were in his favor coming in. This is not a hard one, I don't think. But anyway, all right. Your next number is a 9. Where does the 9 go in this price?
I'm going to put it in the last position.
You're going to put it in the last position, the number 5 position.
Correct.
Does it go in the number 5 position? It does.
Oh my!
You are killing this.
Styx has a
There
horseshoe.
I'm
we
getting
go.
this too easy. I'm gonna have to make it harder next time. I'll
Get
have
the
to make
price
it
in
harder
front of you.
next
That's
time.
why.
Great Kriskin.
You're doing a lot better than anyone else, I think, could do. All right. Next, your next number is a 1. Where does the 1 go in this?
That's going to go in the first spot.
What?
The first spot.
It's going to go in the first spot. Does the 1 go in the first spot? You've already won this game. You're killing it. But we'll keep playing just for the hell of it because you've got 3 strikes and you're good to go.
Yeah.
Your next one is an 8.
I'll put that in the fourth spot.
4th spot. Does it go in the 4th spot? You got one wrong.
I don't know.
1 X, but that's okay because you're allowed 3 X's.
4.
And the 4, of course, goes in there. This sold for $128.49 on 33 bids.
And it is a direct.
It is a direct.
It's a direct.
No,
So very good, Styx.
no one's
Hey.
gonna say.
You killed it.
Thank you.
It,
Very
it's
good.
still,
That book at one point was going for a lot more than that, but
Oh yeah.
it was. And for some reason, I don't know. I still don't understand for the life of me why newsstands go for more for that age of a book because most of them were newsstands.
right. Yeah. When your average is probably 8 to 1. Yeah, 8
Brian,
to 2.
when you do as well as he
It's
did,
gonna be a newsstand.
I mean, you got to give credit where credit's due. I was impressed.
That was good. That was good.
Good job. Good job.
That was a good game. I like it.
That was fun. Like
Good.
it.
We'll make it a little harder next time. We'll rotate these in and out.
We somehow need to find out how to do Plinko.
There you go. Or I could do whammies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that brings us all the way to the end of the show on this Friday
End of
night.
the show just a little over 2 hours tonight. All right.
Yeah, that's a quick one tonight. That's all right. Go get
Everyone likes
something
a
to
quickie
eat.
once in a while.
Go give your wife a quickie. Whatever you want to do. It's Friday night. Go have fun. If you have not yet subbed, please like this video and sub up at Rennavision. Please sub
Give
up
us some
at
thumbs up.
Kingdom of Nerds.
I like the thumbs
Yeah,
up.
give us some thumbs up. I like some thumbs up.
Straight up your ass.
Yeah.
We don't ask
Wow.
for it that often,
God.
but we do appreciate the thumbs up. It
Yeah.
definitely does help guide some traffic our way, and we appreciate it if you like the show. If not, don't. I don't give a shit. So make sure tomorrow you watch the boys on SNS. On Sunday, you can watch me and Bruce, and who else is going to be on Bruce at 7?
I think the boys tomorrow are doing another episode of
Oh, are they doing
Comic theater?
Ooh, comic book theater
I'm
tomorrow
mistaken.
with the
That's
SNS
always
boys.
I will not be on.
You will be able to get the douche chills that were described last time they did.
What?
That is what it was described as last time. So tomorrow the SNS boys normally on what time they pop on at 8 now, I think. At 8 Eastern.
Me and Mama Bear on the same page.
8 o'clock Eastern. Yeah.
Like I said, Sunday, Bruce and I will be on at 7.
And
who else is on?
probably Red and maybe Taladia. And who knows, Don might pop in.
Maybe
I'll give you some Flaming Hot 10.
He just better not be late for the Star Wars show. That's all.
He gets there when he gets there.
Well, actually, I'm actually working a double. So I might, if I do pop in, it's probably maybe at work, but I doubt it. We'll see.
Marco talks for like 30 minutes anyway to start the show. He could be late.
Well, after Bruce's show at 7, tune in to the boys at 9:15 Eastern on Rennavision for Tales of the Dark Side for all your Star Wars stuff.
All PM, John. PM.
All things Star Wars. And then, Monday, Bruce, what you got cooking for Monday?
Oh, Monday is the 1K subscriber giveaway show. We're going to have guests. We're going to have talent popping in. Talent. It will be a subscriber only giveaway. You have to be subscribed for more than 3 days. I want to reward the people who have been on the channel from the beginning. So if you subscribe today, you should be able to enter the contest on Monday.
Exactly.
And the giveaways will include
there will
encapsulated comics.
Yes, there will be some slabs given away. And maybe more. I think somebody else is giving away something. Maybe
giving away some headshots of Dom signed.
They'll give them back.
The man, the myth, the living legend. The whole
damn
show.
The whole damn show. Maybe ahead.
And make sure you stick around during the week to watch the Tack Boys on Wednesday. Always a good time at 9:15.
Did Matt get? Did I read something in the chat? Did Matt get called up to the big league? Is he going to be on TAC now?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Corbin was back last week, which was nice to see Corbin on TAC. And then, of course, on Friday, you could watch the CBSI Hot 10 at 9 o'clock, followed by us at 9:30. Make sure you go read Pete's write-up on CBSI to read all about the books that were in the Hot 10, as well as the books that you saw here on the Outside Looking In, and get Pete's insights on those. It's always a good read. And other than that, boys, got anything you want to say before we call it a night?
Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week.
Have a good weekend.
Next weekend.
Dune, I guess. Dune 2.
Watch Dune.
We'll guess next week what room Styx is going to be walking through while he's streaming.
There you go.
Exactly.
Have a good one, everybody.
Take care.
Take care.
Take care.